hand to her. I'm sorry, Andy. It's my fault. I scared Max so much he knocked Andy over. That's right. If you're not first, you're last. All right, y'all. We're going to be in Genesis for a couple of more years. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our prayer request, if you will. I want to ask prayer. Can you turn me down just a little bit? Just a hair. I feel like I'm really blaring loud. Is that right? Huh? Watch it, Deb. All right, so I got a couple of prayer requests. I have a very, very dear friend of mine. I want to ask for an unspoken request. You know, it's hard when you see people that you love so dearly go through something so difficult. Not going to call their name, but I ask that you pray for them, that the Lord would just break through whatever bars that of anxieties, and all of us deal with these from time to time. But I have a special friend that if you would just put unspoken, and I know when you say that, the Lord's going to know exactly who I'm talking about. So I ask you to pray for them. I ask you to pray for me. I am sinking at work. Like I just don't even. It's so depressing. I'm just being honest with you. It's difficult. You know, there's one way to ruin a good employee, and that's to tolerate a bad one. And so we have a couple of, y'all know the situation, but all of their work has been put on me, and no deadline extensions. It's just the way it goes. And I find myself, the way I cope with things is I start clicking like a well-oiled machine, and so I lose grace, if you know what I mean. Like I expect people to operate at an optimum level, and when they don't, I kind of get a little bit angry. So I ask that you pray for me that I'd be able to keep my cool and not lose it. Patience. I'm not praying for that. I've learned that lesson. No, sir. I'd help. Lord, keep me calm. So, in all seriousness, though, I have a great job, and I'm so thankful for my job. And the Lord's been good to me, and He still is. But man, it gets tough sometimes. So I ask you to pray for me. Let's go around the room. Did anybody have anything else? Anybody that you want to pray for? Yes, ma'am.
My daughter-in-law goes next week for another treatment. Marguerite, yes. And I have a shot tomorrow in my shoulder.
No, I have teeth.
So,
okay.
Yeah, and Jim's got a teeth at 9, and I've got a shot at 12.
Jim's got what?
Teeth.
Teeth.
Getting his teeth
cleaned.
If you brush him once, no.
Jim, all right, we'll be
Danny
praying.
Owen family?
I'm sorry?
Danny Owen family?
Yes, I was going to get to that Danny Owen family. Danny tragically passed away Saturday. He is Jeff Owen's father. I didn't know Danny that well, just in passing, and my relationship through Jeff. His memorial service will be here. So he had asked for Brother Mark Spearman to be doing that, so we'll be here supporting his family. But be praying for them. It wasn't, but about 3 years ago, I think they lost Miss Carol, wasn't it? And so I know that they're hurting. And so I ask that you just be praying for them. Be praying for Chan. Chan had a setback probably, what was that? Sunday. It was Sunday morning, wasn't it? Supposed to come home the day after tomorrow. And not only did he have a setback Sunday, he had a very scary setback yesterday. And he went in respiratory distress, and they have him on a BiPAP, not on a vent yet. Still looking good, moving in that direction. It's not that's the gravest prayer request we have for him, that he doesn't have to go on a vent because his throat is still swollen from the last time. Pray for Miss Jan. Jan, he's in Greenwood, and obviously she lives here, and she's got Chan has some family, some friends over there, and his sister lives over there, but it's hard being away from Leah and Derek and Leah want to be there for Chan. And it's hard being an hour away. I want to be there for her every day. I went to see her last night, and it's really hard to make that hour trip. So be praying for her, because her life is just in a mess. And she pray for her strength and her faith, because the devil will cause you to believe things that aren't true. And so we just pray for a special touch. We know the Lord can do it. So be praying for him, okay? Anybody else? Yes?
The Tim Mills family.
Tim Mims. That's Jared's old manager. Had a heart attack and died.
Oh, my.
Okay? Anybody else? Yes, Scott?
Unspoken.
Unspoken? Okay? Yes, sir, Mr. Doug.
My wife Joyce, she had another mini stroke yesterday afternoon, about 4 o'clock. No paralysis I know of, and I was up there today seeing her, but everything's going on. And also this month, June, I'm having another blood test to see about my cancer.
Okay?
And I got to see the oncologist also.
We'll be praying for you, brother.
Okay,
If you need anything, you let us know. I want to go see Miss Joyce. I'll talk to you after this, okay? Anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
The Mike O'Connell family.
Mike. Do y'all have one up there still? Jamie Crawford is back in the hospital. His blood he's struggling. Jamie's the pastor at Tabernacle, and Gina just sent us all a text message that he didn't get to go home, but his blood went back down to like under 5 again, and they can't figure out where it's coming from. So, where he's losing his blood. So be praying for him. Be praying. We know the Lord's going to touch him, but from a pastor, I'm going to tell you, I know what's going through his mind. He's had to have people fill his pulpit for like 4 weeks in a row, and that is tormenting. Not that the men standing in that pulpit aren't qualified or doing good, but I'm telling you, contrary to what Marty might tell you, we enjoy preaching. I love it, and I miss it when I'm not here. I love my breaks, but I miss it when it's not here. So I know what he's going through, and so it's hard to leave from a hospital bed. So pray for not only Jamie, as the Lord will touch him, but for Tabernacle as well. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
Came from in Arizona. The pastor left to come back here, so they're without a pastor. So if we could pray that the name of the church.
It's over in Easley.
Okay.
Easley Baptist Church.
No,
Right.
no.
What? Oh, it is in Arizona.
That's what I said. He's on Easley, but
Yeah.
the church is in
Well,
Cottonwood. It
counsel,
doesn't
you
have
know, if we're being
the
very
pastor.
counsel.